everyone. Welcome to This Just In.
And It's Grim, a bi-weekly series where two friends of 3 decades chat about dark subjects.
Before we begin, you should be warned that our series contains language, themes, and material not suitable for children or sensitive Sallies.
So hide your babies and your boomers, and let's dig in. Hey, everybody, we're back.
Oh my god, we're so professional over
We-
here.
Don't you dare ever say that again. I
Okay,
refute
so
that.
yes, we are doing our series rewind on our
Hey,
season of hate.
season of hate. I didn't think we were going to say it like that again, but look at that.
Here we are.
Here we are.
And I mean, we do have a long list, so
We sure do. We sure do.
yeah.
So I guess let's jump right off and let's talk a little bit about how we felt. How we felt
Yeah.
about these groups, about how we touched on it in every episode, but I think the biggest shocker for me and for you both was that they were still so prevalent today.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in a world where people are just really wanting to sweep it under the rug and pretend that shit's not still happening,
Right.
it's still fucking happening.
Exactly.
And all over the world, here in our backyard, and when it comes down to it, if you were to go out and talk to people more, you would probably learn that overwhelmingly people carry a lot of racist thoughts and ideals. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was like, even with me having I don't really know if I had boomer parents because they were more hippies,
Yeah.
I don't think they were the boomer generation exactly, but
At least they don't, yeah, they didn't, well, no, they didn't act in the same way that they might fall
yeah,
into the age bracket, but
yeah,
no, your parents, no.
yeah,
Your dad, rest in peace, Jim. We love you. He's just he's a cool, chill surfer dude. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's what he reminded me
yeah,
of. And all love,
yeah.
peace, baby.
Yeah, my parents, I know that they didn't have a racist bone in their body, but I
No,
know that my grandparents did for
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
And it trickles down and it can come about in many different ways, and
Mm-hmm.
every
Definitely.
single time you notice, you gotta just tell yourself oh, that's a little racist. That's a little racist.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. And you do
it's
see
okay to
it.
call yourself out. It's okay
Yeah.
to call people out.
Especially if it's generational and you're raised like that and you grew up kind of thinking that's the norm to think that way about people for no reason or whatever. It's okay to say yes, I was an idiot and I know better now, and I'm probably still going to catch myself being racist sometimes, but I'm gonna do my best to notice it and change it and acknowledge it and not move in that way anymore. And I don't think anybody's ever asking anything more than that, right?
Yeah.
Nobody, we know that generational trauma, and I consider racism generational trauma. I mean, if you're putting that kind of hateful thoughts into your child's lives, that's traumatic, I would imagine. It's trauma. It's some kind of trauma because it's such a negative thing and heavy thing
Yeah.
to put. So generational trauma is real. Everyone knows that. I don't think there's anyone alive that doesn't have some form of trauma, in their lives or in their childhood or past or whatever. So, it's okay, guys. If we're all there, or if a lot of us are there, or whoever's there, it's okay that we just say, hey, let's just try to do better. Just because we've been doing so poorly does not mean that we
Yeah.
should just keep doing poorly.
Yeah.
And that's just saying oh, it's just always been this way. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't. So
Yeah.
just one step at a time.
Yeah. And for all of those white people who think that I don't see color,
Yes, you
you
do.
think that you're really doing something there.
No, you do. I see all
the
kinds of see it so that we can
See it,
celebrate them.
appreciate it.
Exactly. Please.
See it.
If I'll tell you what, if you call me white, I will get really offended because I am a nice pinkish color generally. I'm Irish pink. I'm not even white.
Yeah. My brother says that I'm fucking translucent. And he's like, do they not got sun up there? I'm all, shut the fuck up.
You've always been Carol Ann. You know, you'll always be Carol Ann to me. Carol Ann. Yeah,
Mm,
but yeah, hate will prevail as long as people ignore it, deny it,
mhm.
don't call it out, don't
Yeah.
guys, nobody's. I mean, you guys are all smart. Everybody, we got this down. We know what's right and wrong.
I know. We're in a
Yeah.
time where there is absolutely no excuse
No.
to be like
Mm-mm.
knowledgeable of things that are going on.
Exactly.
There's like these things right here, like
Right.
you have all the information that you could possibly want. So saying that, this is how you were treated and you're going to treat people that way, or
Mm.
this is how your parents taught you, like you have no excuse to do better now.
Yeah.
Absolutely
No.
not.
It's lazy. It's like, yeah, we get
Hmm.
that it's harder to break those kinds of trends. And
Hmm.
like that's what it looks like to me. You know what I mean? It's just like I
Yeah.
don't want to do the hard work cuz I'm a lazy piece of shit.
Hmm.
Okay, you
Absolutely.
lazy piece of shit.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. It's like, yeah, it is hard, but you do have mind tools and you are allowed to use them. So
Yeah.
by all means. Yeah.
And, I know that there's shitty people
Mhm.
of all colors,
That's
of all
never going to
shapes.
change.
It's never gonna fucking change. But basing it off of what they look like, that ain't it.
It's poor. Nah, it ain't it, man.
Yeah.
We've got enough people doing really raw, nefarious, fucked shit.
Hmm.
Enough of that goes on at baseline in this world. Do we really need to add to it? We need to add to it, guys. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Why can't we all just get together and say, you know what? I don't care who you love. I don't care what the color of your skin is. I don't care what God you worship or do not worship. We fucking all hate rapists. So let's
Oh
get on
yeah.
the same page there. How about that?
Oh
You
my
know, like
god,
there's so
please.
much more that we can get together on, and I would feel overlook those differences
Yeah.
because we have all the important stuff we typically all have in common. We don't like
Hmm.
injustice. We don't like seeing, children get hurt. We don't like to see sexual crimes. We don't like to see elderly people be abused. Like, we don't like to see people starve to death. Like, we all can agree on the same stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so, so let's just do that,
Yeah.
strength in numbers kind of thing.
So, do you want to know a little bit of interesting news about the Westboro Baptist Church?
Please.
Okay,
I
so
love hearing about them.
they were in our season of hate. We went over the whole family, all their shenanigans, what they do, why they do it, who's still involved. Well, they're still doing their thing, and they have released their newest, list of protests. On that
Oh,
list is
dun, dun.
Weird Al Yankovic's concert in Riverside, Missouri. So if you're in Missouri,
Go,
go, go. Maybe think.
go,
No,
support. No, don't.
yeah.
Watch it there. And you tell me that
Let's.
I can't say certain things on our private
I
telephone
know.
calls because of the FBI. What? But you're like, get out
Oh
there
God.
and kick them in the
I
nuts.
know. Oh my God. Like,
Do a hacking assault.
don't,
Don't throw
don't
rocks.
throw.
Don't spit. Don't do any of those things. Just support the artist.
Yeah.
Because, man, I bet he puts on a hell of a good show. He's been entertaining people for decades and he's
Yeah.
fun and funny. Like, so if you're in that
Yeah.
area, go.
Hmm. So another thing on the list is they're picketing the Southern Baptist Convention in Orlando, Florida.
Right.
Yeah.
Baptists are all going to hell.
Yes. Godsmack.
Okay.
And then the violence against Trump and Kyle Busch is dead. So I guess they're
What?
just going to stand somewhere with some signs picketing violence against Trump and the fact that Kyle Busch is dead. So that's on the list, okay?
Wait,
The Holocaust
picketing for violence against Trump or picketing against violence?
violence against Trump is that's what it says. So, and Kyle Busch is dead. So, I mean, it's not a very cohesive list. It's
No.
it's really just, on here.
Do you think their
I
funding is
could
going
really
down?
believe.
They just can't afford to travel as much?
Maybe.
Broke
But
ass
they're,
motherfuckers.
yeah, picketing the Holocaust Memorial Resource
God.
Center in Florida, Arlington National Cemetery on Memorial Day. So I guess that was their most recent. So I don't know if they're protesting or attending, but they says Trump's prayer meeting. Again, there's really not much information on these. They're picking the
God.
White House.
Well,
So,
okay. I mean, it's their right, I guess.
yeah,
Okay. The only time you'll ever
all
hear
right,
me.
fine.
That's fine. We'll let that one slide. No, no, no. No, 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 no. That's garbage. They suck. Get them out of there. They don't need
Oh,
to ever be
goodness.
in public. They're fucking garbage humans.
Yeah.
God, they really are.
So Bring Me the Horizon, they're going to
I like that
ticket
band.
them.
They're
Yeah,
okay. They're cuties.
apparently they picketed some tornadoes and wildfires. This list is bizarre.
Wait
I should
a
send it
minute.
to you.
Wait, oh my God. Wait, wait. What do you think those signs said at like a tornado?
Tornadoes are fags. I don't know. God hates tornadoes.
God hates tornadoes. Oh my God. I didn't think I was going to laugh this much on this one. This is great. I needed this.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Whew. I mean,
Yeah.
I should have known it's Westboro Baptist. They're fucking
Maybe they're
wing
bored.
nuts.
I don't know. They're just like, all right, what can we do now?
Well, yeah, maybe like wildfires, tornadoes, hurricanes, the White House. Weird Al, what are y'all are y'all are reaching at this point, man?
They're
Come on,
they're struggling.
they are. It sounds like it. I think it's a money problem. I bet they're broke. I mean,
Probably.
there's not that many of
They
them.
don't
How
have
could they
enough
keep
people
this
to
up?
sue.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't heard about any of their lawsuits lately. I think that's pretty much. They
No.
picketed the death of Jesse Jackson. This
Yeah, they get
motherfuckers.
around. There really are pieces of shits.
Sure are.
Anybody
Okay, I'm
else?
gonna stop looking at this.
Okay, you're just gonna.
Yeah.
It's just gonna start irritating the fuck out of you. Yeah, you stay with them long enough. Okay, so I will. Do you want to know a little bit or anything else about Westboro Baptist that we should be aware of? That's
That
it.
was the rabbit hole I went down. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
still
no,
doing their thing.
they are, of course. Well, fuck
Mhm.
them. I will say that on record. Sue me. I don't care at all. I don't
Oh, God.
try.
Get a bunch of fish.
Right, you can get a bunch of
Go
fish.
get a bunch of fish tanks.
Exactly. You guys can get fish tanks and maybe a lot of pins. I got a lot of pins, man.
Oh, you do have a good pin collection.
I have a pretty good
Yeah.
pin collection. Yeah. So
DVDs too.
DVDs. I got a lot of DVDs, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Any horror movie from 1999 to 2006, I own it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's for sure. But yeah, no. So moving on, we'll shift. All right. So I got some news on Golden Dawn. A little update on them. As you guys know, we covered Golden Dawn, the hate group out of Greece, and they, if you remember from our episode, they actually convicted 42 members for the crimes, that they committed. And they had appealed that. And I'm happy to announce that this month, the courts decided to uphold their conviction. So they will not be released from prison. I'm sure they'll continue to appeal. Yeah. And I'm sure they'll continue to appeal. And if that changes and we get wind of it, we'll definitely update you guys if you're interested. Because we kind of try to keep up with all of these topics after we cover to some degree. Yeah, so that's really not all the news that I've got on Golden Dawn. There's not a lot much else to report on, I guess. But with that being said, we know when we did that episode that they never got all of the people. There was thousands and thousands of members, and so we know that there's people that are going to escape justice for what they did or what they were, the parts that they played in these hate crimes.
Yeah.
But I guess it's a little bit of, it's a little positivity in that they, at least the ones that they did catch, they're not letting out anytime soon. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
good.
Mhm.
So I couldn't really find anything on the Grey Wolves since 2024, but
Right.
I did want to cover the issues with the Southern Poverty Law Center since we use them so much in our KKK episode. So for
Yeah, let's
The
go ahead and get into that.
Yeah, so the Department of Justice indicted the Southern Poverty Law Center on 11 counts of wire fraud, bank fraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. The charges allege that between 2014 and 2023, they used a shell bank account to secretly funnel over 3 million to informants inside white supremacist and hate groups without disclosing this to donors. I understand that they're getting information
Hmm.
that nobody else has. And
Yeah,
you can clearly see that on their website
yeah,
because whenever we were doing our, investigations, we're just like, oh, damn, they got all the shit
yeah.
there. Like they
Mhm.
got stats after stats after stats, and it's like it was great. Like I
Yeah, it was a
appreciate
great
the work.
resource.
It was a very good
Mhm.
resource, but I
If
I know, because like
if there
people
yeah,
use informants all the time. Cops do it, journalists do it, you know,
right.
every single probably
Yeah.
like branch of like investigation and I mean I would personally say this isn't any worse than what the CIA has done in the past.
They take the
You know what
cake.
I'm saying? It's like
I know.
I understand that's a shit ton of money, but if you were donating money to them, how
Right.
would you feel knowing that it went to fucking white supremacist group and they bought
Exactly.
bombs or they bought fucking weapons or they bought
Exactly. They could have used that
people
that
to
money,
traffic?
right.
Who knows, you know?
Right, exactly. Because like we know it's such a slippery slope. Because yes, do people who are investigating these crimes sometimes need to have an in person or need to pay heavily for information? Yeah, but you got to know where that money is going. If it's going to those hate groups, they're using that
Hmm.
money to perpetrate crimes against people that they hate. So yeah, I would not be happy about that. I just want to say we are not going to be using them at this time.
Yeah.
We have no intention of using a resource that is being investigated for something like this. Now, we will be paying attention to the court case,
Hmm.
and if they are found not guilty of this, then we may use them in the future because they are or had been a great resource to us. But we want you guys all to know that for the meantime, we are definitely not going to be using the SPLC for any research that we
Yeah,
do.
for sure. It sucks.
Yeah.
It really does.
It
And
does. Yeah. It's hard to say like it's a gray kind of area case to me. Like it's hard to say because yes, you are part of the problem, but also you have been part of the solution. So what do you do with that? You
yeah,
know?
yeah, I know.
Yeah. But I guess
The last
yeah, and the KK,
thing,
huh?
I was like, I guess the last thing we still kind of need to go over what the next one is. I wish we had the like
The
Twilight
Twilight
Zone
Zone.
music or
It's
something.
probably like
Copyrighted.
copyright. Yeah,
Motherfuckers.
probably. We'll just do. Like sue them. They sound exactly like it. No. Yeah. So we are really excited. We decided. Do you want to tell them or do you want me to tell them?
I'll let you tell them. Give
Okay.
them
And you can
the juicy news.
the juicy news, and then you can tell them what our first episode is if you want.
Hmm.
So our next season, because we wrapped this season of Hate Up, our next season is paranormal,
Hmm.
supernatural. Guys, we're getting into some really spooky topics.
Yes.
And it's really excited. We have 4 episodes in under this umbrella, and each episode is we are so excited about each and every single one individually. We really think if you guys are into this kind of thing, you're going to have a blast with us. And yeah, Amy, do you want to let them know what the very first one is?
I would. I really, really would, but I actually forgot.
Did you?
I did forget. And then I was gonna
No.
pull it up, but I was like, what if my browser messes up again?
No. I'll pull it up. I'll look at it right now because
Because
I have my phone out.
I
So
think I know, but I don't want to say it.
UUL.
Yes, urban legends. Oh my God,
Yay! That's right.
that was a really fun one. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are really gonna like it. I'm gonna tell you something. Me and Amy have been reading about, talking about, studying about urban legends when
Like scouring libraries and like
we're
just
talking about since we were children, guys.
yeah.
We're very, very into this topic. So it was really fun to do this season. So yeah, I hope you guys tune in, and that episode will be dropping next week.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited about that one.
All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed the rewind. And if you have anything you want to know more about, go ahead and visit thisjustin and itsgrim.com.
All right. See ya.
Bye.